So this is my last chit-chat before the mosquitoes carry me away. The discussion that I had just recently was about this whole sense of being abused, neglected, not treated in the right way. And it was a beautiful lady who was speaking about being in a relationship that was not gentle, not nurturing, and felt abusive, just in a verbal way, and an emotional abuse. Now, those two abuse signals are really difficult ones for us to allow ourselves to receive. And the reason for that is it's not physical. When it becomes physical, our physical body can actually mark that space as in a bruise or a beating, and we actually physically say, this is pain, and then this pain that I can see as some kind of rupture on my skin or bruising or brokenness or whatever it is, I want it or I don't want it, I deserve it or I don't deserve it, I allow for it or I don't allow for it. But it's easier to assess where we are with our perception of abuse when it is physical. The emotional abuse and spiritual abuse, verbal abuse, is really, really disruptive, because how it comes in is in a way that makes us doubt ourselves. And we think that what we are hearing is not the truth, because we do not wish to hear such angry, hateful horror coming towards us. So we think that we caused it. We think that we created it, and we undermine ourselves. And in this undermining of myself, the sense that I don't deserve any better, that I was to blame, that in some way I created it, in some way I shouldn't have been so verbal, or I shouldn't have spoken back, or I shouldn't have asked for more. We undermine ourselves, and when we are playing in this game of minimizing ourselves, we are self-betraying, we are self-persecuting. We make it so easy to be a victim. So easy to be a victim. It is not okay for us to recode and to create this energy field around us that says we're less, we don't deserve wellness, we don't deserve happiness, we don't deserve it because there's something wrong with us. There is nothing wrong with you. You are the very breath of the divine. You are an aspect of pure light. There is nothing wrong with you. It is the way we are perceiving who we are that is making this great drama, sadness, come towards us and show us what it is that we must choose away from. Contrast gives us the perfect opportunity to choose something else. So when a contrast comes in, it might be as an abuse. What do we choose in that moment? What do we feel in that moment? You have choice. Exercise your choice. Begin to claim who you truly are and your space and your light and your being. Begin to see yourself as that. Because when the contrast shows itself to you in the same moment as the distortion, you also know what clarity is. In the same moment of pain, you also know what love is and gentleness is. The two create a contrast which helps us to see clearly. There is no point in us seeing unless we are willing to create or activate something different. Otherwise, we're just stuck in this pattern of abuse, this pattern of ongoing, the cycle of misery. What is the point of that? What is the point of receiving wounds and hurting all the time? There is no point to it. This life is a journey of experiencing, of expansion, of enlightenment. So grow beyond it. Use the contrast to choose, and then choose, and choose well. Choose really well. Again, for you as your being. You as your being is starting to make a choice. If you as your own singular being is willing to make a choice to be one beautiful, happy, vibrant, healthy cell, imagine that we are all in the body of all that is, and we are all like cells in the body of all that is. And if we are, And we can choose for this little cell to be healthy, vibrant, loved, honored, adored, to be authentic, truthful. If I can choose all of that for me, for this little cell, then there is a possibility that that energy gets relayed or translated to those around me. But if I choose to be a sick cell, then that cell has a great opportunity of also multiplying and creating more of that sickness around us. Is this not what we are seeing as in cancers and around our body field? It is the multiplying of an energy, the multiplying of a cell that is just gone awry, that is disrupted, that is turned into chaos. Let us change the signals. We are simply a form of many atoms with many little signals. Change one signal and you start to change the form. So we can begin to do that, not only because we want this own being to start being well, but we want this for all beings. We want to know that we have a choice and we have the right to choose and to exercise this choice. And what would you choose now if you knew that what you are going to choose will change consciousness, will change the hearts, souls of all beings with whom we connect? What would you choose now? Think about that. So much love, and choose one.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time.